Hi, this is Columbia, and the book that I read was Letters to a Young Teacher by Jonathan Castell. This was a wonderful book and a wonderful resource. These were originally letters back and forth between a young teacher teaching first grade in the inner city schools of Boston, who wrote to an advocate of inner city schools, education, and a writer and advocate. He's been a writer and advocate for 40 years, and by her writing him, she just wanted insight on what she should do to better her classroom and on the inner city school system. He definitely addressed some hard-hitting issues about teaching to the test and the effects on the money that comes into a school. He talks about the loss of love and creativity in a classroom, and he also gives great insight on the inner city school system. I loved Francesca's personality, her willingness to dig in with her students, and it just sounds like she's just a wonderful teacher who does such a great job with her students. Throughout this book, I was constantly highlighting and constantly writing down quotes. I have pages and pages of quotes that I loved from this book. But some of my favorites was just talking about speaking up as a teacher for the things that we see. One of the great quotes that I got from Jonathan Castell was, "I guess the message I wish to pass on to teachers who are entering the public school system for the first time is to enjoy what children say and not insist on what someone else tells us what they're supposed to say." I love the fact that he tells teachers to empower themselves, to not just take what a lesson plan or what the government should say, but also take and enjoy a group of first graders for who they are, for what they see the world as, for the words that they use, and not just for the word choice that we're supposed to teach them to use. It also gave me insight on possibly teaching in an inner city school. It wasn't something that I've ever thought of, but it definitely piques my interest as a challenge, but also something that takes a lot of great love and time to do. I love this book. It was great for me to read, especially in my first semester of being in teaching, and I'm so glad that it was a part of the reading list. I've been reading it since the first day that classes started, and it's just been a great insight onto the world of teaching and the world of inner city schools. I love the fact that he says you have to choose the battles that you fight when you come into a classroom. That sometimes teachers are not going to always work with you, other teachers. Sometimes parents are going to be mad at you. And sometimes the kids are going to cry. Things aren't just going to always go your way. But you have to know what matters. Know that your students matter. Know the goal.